Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. Today I am decorating a house for two best friends who just moved in together. And kind of different, kind of opposites a little bit. It's just this cute little small house, my more affordable, lower neighborhood kind of thing. It was a small move-in ready house built by, it was Pug Owned was the creator, and then I'm just decorating it. And now this is a long video for a small house because it did take me like 3 hours to do it. And maybe a little bit more, over 3 hours actually. Because I spend a lot of time decorating my houses and everything. And originally why there's a face cam is because I was going to do like a long play thing where I was going to have the 3-hour video be done, like where I'm talking the whole time. But then I finished the video and went into editing and I realized microphone didn't record anything. So I was like, gosh dang. So I spent 3 hours talking for nothing, and I was very tired of talking at that point. So I was like, well, I got this face cam in there, so I might as well just record a voiceover with face cam. So here I am, just chilling. It's this whole neighborhood. I was working on this, and I was talking about the whole neighborhood and everything. So that's why it's pretty sped up, because it was like a few hours. It's funny because I have another video that's like a whole house, it's like a bigger house, and that one also took me hours. And so I also trimmed that one down to be like 30 minutes because I just spend a lot of time playing my houses. Not playing, honestly. I don't spend a lot of time playing The Sims. I spend a lot of time making The Sims and building the world, because this is for my save file, my forever save, if you will. And I don't even know if anyone's gonna watch this, because what happens when you were a YouTuber, basically, and then you don't upload for years, is like people are like, what? But yeah, I probably spent almost an hour just doing the outside. So it was a good I think 40 or 50 minutes just doing the outside. And then we get into the inside. And that's when I spent another few hours because I was tired, man. I was tired of talking after that while. And then I realized, oh gosh dang. And then I looked at other people's videos and stuff, and I was like, what do they do? But I know a lot of people with CC builds, they go and pick out all their stuff and then place it all, and I'm like, yeah, see, I just don't do that though, because I don't know what I'm gonna use in the house. I don't really usually know what I'm gonna use in the houses, so I do not pick out stuff before. I don't pick out stuff before, really. I will go sometimes into my saved rooms and just use the same clutter, so I do kind of my rooms kind of tend to look similar a lot of times because I'm using the same stuff. But I tried not to do that too much, but I did kind of pause towards the end and stop recording the clutter because I was like, I can't do this. And then it didn't matter anyways because I'm doing voiceover anyways, so oh well. But yeah, it's for two young adults. Say, maybe they are out of college and they're let's buy a house together. So it's this small house, and since it's bigger than the rest of the houses in the neighborhood, but bigger lot and everything, but still it's small house, it's only 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And what I like to think was when I was talking about this during the video was I would like to think that they're kind of everyone is close together in this neighborhood. These two girls, I think it's Chloe and Sophie, or Sophia. I don't remember if it's Sophie or Sophia. I don't remember. But there's, I think it's Sophie or Sophia, is the like girly girl, and she likes the guy next door. There's some lore I created for this one. This was like the first like name of it I started like creating lore for. And like they have like the big neighbor, not the big neighbor, the big yard. Like no one else really has like a big yard. So what I was thinking was like, you know, they bought this house, and so everyone kind of hangs out here. I was thinking like, you know, they've got the little pool. I did make it bigger actually. They've got their pool. They've got, you know, a little grilling area. You know, it's nothing like too fancy. That's a different neighborhood. But yeah, like I thought they were like pretty cute though. Like everything is like super cute, and it's like nothing's like too fancy because obviously it's all just like young adults, and like across the street it's like these small houses like all in like one lot. And so, and like there we have like a single dad and his like child daughter, and then we have like another like just a single adult girl who's like an artist, and then like an old man, and then like an old couple too. So I was thinking like, you know, just like it's just kind of like a smaller, like, you know, just only like a couple people live there and everything. So yeah, like next door is what's his name now? Nolan Armstrong, I think is his name. Yeah, is the guy that's next door, and he also was like, yeah, like he bought a little house, and Sophie likes him, and Chloe would like kind of like, you know, be like, oh haha, there's your boyfriend, like there's the, and she's like, stop, he's not my boyfriend, like the guy that she likes obviously. And Chloe starts liking him too, so T. And then yeah, I went through and looked through all of my cards, and there is Evelyn, the old lady that lives next door to Nolan, like on that lot. And she like knows everything. Like she knows the tea. She knows everything. And her and Byron is the old guy. And I think they hang out a lot together. They're not together, like they're both like single, but I think they hang out a lot, and like, you know, they'll get together for like a cup of tea or coffee or something like that, and like hang out and like talk about like what's going on, you know, with the drama in the town. And there's, like I said, that's the dad and like this like his daughter, and I think there's also like a couple with like a baby too. And so I think like they probably like, you know, like babysit and stuff sometimes. And maybe that's why Chloe started liking him, because then she was like, oh my gosh, like he's such a good guy, like he is just like taking care of the kids or something. And hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, well I'm back. For the video it's been like a second, but I'm back. I have to go take a little potty break, so but now I'm back, and now I think we're putting little windows in the houses and everything. And this one, it's not like the house itself isn't like CC. It's like, you know, just normal in-game stuff. But then like everything I add is like pretty much CC. And I'm an alpha girly. Love my alpha CC. People would be controversial about that. And they're like, oh, I hate that. And I'm like, but I love it. And it's my game, so it's really like all that it's about, you know? Is that if I like the game or whatever. That's what it is, because it's my game. And I feel like people are just crazy nowadays. Well, I feel like people have always been kind of crazy, but I'm like trying to find the right area to put this. Anyways, we're inside now. And we're just like, I think I did put some, like, I did like grab some stuff, you know, because I'll go through like one category, like I'll go through the rugs and then I'll grab some stuff and be like, okay, I want that for the other rooms, but I'm not working on that room yet, you know? And where was I? I like forget now what I was talking about. This always happens. I'll like forget something. Like I'll literally just like forget like mid speak and be like, But yeah, I think like I said, these two best friends. I think yeah, Sophie is like the girly girl. She's like pink and like just cutesy and everything. And then I think Chloe is more like party girl, like maybe like she has like a lot of like purple and other colors and stuff, and like I spent, oh my gosh, yeah, I spent so long looking for the other part of this couch. I don't know what the heck this is. It's like half of a couch. Like where's the other half? I don't know. I spent so long looking for the other half and I couldn't find it, so I don't think I ended up using that couch. But yeah, I think I spent a while picking the couches because that's what happens. I spend so long like picking stuff. But yeah, so this is like their house. Like I spent a long time decorating it and stuff because I always do, and I'm all over the place. Like I'll go from one room to another room, just like talking. I'm like, oh, I'll get distracted and be like, oh yeah, couches. Like yeah, so Chloe, she I think is more like let's go have fun and like let's do things, and Sophie's more just like, oh, let's like stay home and like hang out and everything. Like I think she more likes to just chill, and like I don't think she parties that much, but I think like Chloe will drag her to like a party because one of their neighbors is Ryan. I don't remember his last name, but Ryan something, and he lives in the apartment complex that's like next, like the other door down, not the next house, not the next door with the houses, but he lives there. I think he probably like throws like parties and stuff in his like little apartment, and because he lives right next to Evelyn. I think obviously Evelyn knows everything because she is like the old lady and she just knows everything. So yeah. But yeah, so I think like Chloe probably drags her to like the parties and stuff. And like I said with like how I was like, oh, you know, like they have the yard. So I think like Ryan, for example, like say if they have like, you know, like a cookout, like a family neighborhood cookout thing, whatever, like the neighborhood's like hanging out together. I feel like Ryan would go and like bring over his like DJ set. Like so I brought that. So I made like their like not my backyard because it's kind of the side, but their yard kind of look like it's like ready for people, you know? So yeah, and we're halfway through actually. We're almost halfway. So look at that. I don't know though. I just don't think Cass is very popular anymore. I think Build's popular. I watch a lot of Build. So hopefully if anyone's watching this, hopefully you're enjoying this. Because I think building is just it's fun to watch. Like I feel like it's fun to see people like decorating a house for different people, you know? And I have another one that's like it's a single dad and his teen kids. And we've got like this girl, like they're not like rich or anything, but like they're comfortable. Like the dad works like he's like an engineer, so like he makes like, you know, decent money. I think, you know, like they're comfortable. Like he's probably had that house like their whole life or something, bought it when it was cheap, you know. And he's in a different neighborhood though. He's in Willow Creek. This is in Newcrest. And like the son, his name's Colton, and he's probably like chill, just a normal dude. But his sister Ellie is like she wants to fit in with like the rich kids, like from Newcrest. Newcrest is like this whole like neighborhood that I've created at all the war because yeah, this is like the normal kind of like lower part of the neighborhood, which is actually funny because it's like up top. But like I was showing you the neighborhood just a second ago, and we have their house next door. We have Nolan and Evelyn. Nolan's the young Hawkeye, and Evelyn's the old lady, and they live on those two houses. And I'll probably make a video on their houses eventually too. And then next door is like this apartment complex, and we have Ryan on the first floor. The second floor, I think, is Mackenzie. She's like a pretty influencer girl, but like not like a rich one, obviously. She's in the apartment. And then the above that is this guy Brooks. He is like also I think like a gamer, like a streamer or something like that. It's not like an influencer but I think he's kind of like a gamer, probably something like that. And he lives in the apartment above. And then the house behind them, that's their dealer, the local neighborhood dealer. So we got the base metal in this. And yeah, and this is their neighbor. This is their little like cute like living room. I wanted to kind of try and make it like both of them, like I said, with like the cute girly pink and purple, you know. I wanted to make that like both of them in this. But yeah, and then we have across this like the houses on the same lot. And like I said, that's like it's like a newlywed couple or something like that with like a baby. Well, maybe not new, but like, you know, newer, like young couple with baby. And then we have like the single dad and like child girl, I think. And we got Byron, the old man, Aqua Song, that's the artist girl. And then I don't know if there's anyone else. That's like in this neighborhood, and I think they're all close. And yeah, I think they're all close. They all hang out together and stuff. That's why you can see like on their yard. I feel like their yard is kind of like oh, everyone comes over to their yard and like hangs out and stuff. So they have a pool and they actually have a yard because the other people don't really have yards. And then we have in the middle of Newcrest, like up top, and then there's like the middle strip. That's like the more like normal suburban houses, like, you know, they're a little bit bigger than this. Not like mansions or anything, just like normal suburban houses. And yeah, I like this. I thought this was funny. I put like the packages on the door, like on the front, and I put like the, you know, the fast foods because, you know, they're moving in. Well, this looks moved into me, but anyways, yeah. And then I started putting like food outside because, like I said, like they have like hangouts out here and stuff. And then yeah, but then the middle one, so like this one, it's a lot of like young adults, young families, some old people, you know. And then the middle one is like more like families, like teenagers and like kids and stuff. So we have the Worthingtons, which sounds super fancy, but they're actually just a normal family. We thinking the lore made for them was Marie, mom. She has a job, I forget what it is, but she has her own job. But she also got a lot of money in the divorce because I think the dad like really cheated or something. So we're thinking like that she's doing just fine for herself and she's fine with the divorce and everything. She's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then she has her teens, Brienne and Caden. Brienne's like this like cute, like normal girl. Like I made the video of her and her brother already. And like she is just like pretty normal girl, you know, nothing too crazy. And then her brother Caden is like the stereotypical hot jock kind of guy. And he flirts probably with everyone, but then he also has but then he's dating like the cheerleading girl and stuff. So yeah. And then they have a cat, and the cat hates him, which is funny. And the mom tries to like get him to like be friends with the cat and put like the cat tree in there, but the cat B does not care about him at all. And yeah, that's them. And then next door is the Fields family. I forget the parents' names, but it's parents, and then they have their daughters, Athena and Carmen. Which is like very crazy. But Carmen is like a young adult, and she probably is in like college or something, and likes to be crazy. Not too crazy, but she's very different, like very definitely different from like her sister. And then like Athena, she's really friends with Athena and Brianna, like besties, because like they're both like kind of like normal. They're not like the pretty party girls or anything, like pretty popular girls. They're just like normal girls. But like they're still pretty. Like don't get me wrong, like they're still like the pretty like girl next door kind of vibe. And Athena is like definitely like, yeah, like pretty girl next door vibe because she has like this like long like brown wavy hair. Like I think I also made a video of her. Yeah, I did, with her and her sister. And yeah, so like they're obviously like they're pretty. Now I'm finally getting on to the bedroom now. I'm finally getting there. In the almost the end of the video. The last like 10 minutes of the video and I'm finally getting onto the bedrooms. But yeah. And yeah, and they're very different sisters, obviously. So they're friends, but they're not like oh I hate each other, but they're not like besties either, probably. I remember I wanted to use that bed, but then my beds were like glitching and stuff, so then I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, so then they live next door, and they're like besties, I think. And then next door to them is the Primley family, Caitlin, Dave, and Zara. And Zara's like this more like alternative kind of like not super girly girl, but also not like the normal-ish girl. She's like alternative. She has like blue, like dark blue hair and like wears like black and blue outfits and stuff. Like she wears some different stuff. And she's friends with Laura and Zara, but Laura's from the rich neighborhood, so we'll get there. And yeah, and like they like she's friendly with the other ones too, obviously, because they're neighbors, but they're not like besties or anything. I mean, that's so cute. These rooms, I like these rooms. I mean, they were so cute. I'll make a video decorating them, like doing cast, maybe. I don't know. I've been working on this save for a long time, man. I am tired. Low-key tired. That's why I was like, I'm taking a break from working on the save, and I'm gonna record this video. Yeah, because I was like, oh man, I'm tired. But anyways, so yeah, and then next door to the Primleys, I think is the Taylor family. Now here's some juicy lore. So the Taylor family is like this big happy family. What is it? But no, they're like this big family. There's two parents, the mom and dad, and then they have their teenagers, Adeline and Zachary, and then they also have a child, a girl named Sierra, and then they have, I think, an infant. It's like toddler's glitch, so then I was like, yeah, that's fine. And so then I have an infant, and what's funny is they had this like big giant like bedroom downstairs, so then I like split it in half to make it 2 bedrooms, but you have to like walk through the laundry room to get to the infant's room. And so I'm saying that like that's why they're kind of like, is it a happy family? Because I think they're just tired, they're just exhausted. Oh yeah, I thought about this live laugh love, but then I was like, no, I can't do that. But I do have live laugh love at Ellie's room, which is another sim. We'll get to her later. But yeah, I think that they're just tired because they probably weren't expecting to have her, because they're probably like 40 by now. They got teenagers, probably like 16, 17 maybe, something like that. Sierra's probably like 10. So then they were like, dang, we got this like, I don't know, like a 1-year-old or something like that. And probably were like, dang, we're exhausted. And then they also have a little dog named something. I forget the name now. I literally like just went into their family today too, and I'm like, girl, what's the dog's name? It was Wallace, and then I changed it because I was like, no, I don't like that name. Anyway, so it's in there. It's whatever. I'm like telling you about this family that's not even in this neighborhood. But yeah, we're getting on to their rooms though, and then I think I did eventually take a break. Took breaks throughout this because I was like, it was tiring. It's tiring doing like, and especially because I was doing like the long play where I was like actually talking. Because usually I don't. Usually I just, like my other video, I was like, I'm not even gonna try and do like record myself talking during it because I just be tired. I'm like, especially not recording videos for years, I was like, bro, I just like to, most of the time I would just do this. Like, I'll just record it. So I usually have stuff like playing in the background or something. And like, I just sit there like silent. Like, I don't talk during my video, like during not my videos, during building and stuff. So I usually would just like sit there and like do it, and then like I'll just record like this, like I'll record like a voiceover or something. And hopefully if y'all watching this, you're enjoying this and enjoying me talking about my Sims. Who knows? I don't know if anyone will watch this because God, I'm totally confused. Like the other videos, podcast ones, atrocious. But well, it's not like I'm not expecting like to come back and have like a bajillion views. Obviously, I have enough other views. Anyways, yeah. So the Taylor family, Zachary and Caden are best friends, and at some point he starts liking Adeline, his sister, and like they kind of like have this like harmless little flirt. Then they actually turns into like, ooh, I kind of like her. And then she's like, oh, like whatever, you know, like that's just the boy, like that's my brother's friend, like, you know, like I feel like they're probably all grown up together and stuff, like around this neighborhood, and they're probably like whatever. And then she's like, ooh, but I kind of like him, but no, like I can't, okay. And he's like, I can't do that because like he has a girlfriend. And he doesn't want to like cheat because like obviously it's like that's how his dad like cheated. So he's like he doesn't want to cheat. He doesn't want to do that. But like somewhere along the road, it turns into not just harmless flirting, you know. And I feel like he hangs out a lot there with you know Zachary, because they're besties. But then also like, but that family is like chaos, and so he'll like go home, or he'll go hang out at his rich friend's house. That's another family. We'll get there. We'll get there in another video. And then we have the last family in that neighborhood is the Stone family. It's these grandparents raising their granddaughter for whatever reason. I think the mom just doesn't like. She's just not in the picture. But yeah, we're almost done with this house. Actually, I think this is probably where I think we're almost to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm taking a break, and then I come back and like just the house is cluttered. Because I think I just had to like, I was like, okay, I just can't record this anymore. Like I have to just like lock in, you know. And so I think I did that at some point where I just like locked it and like cluttered the house. And then I came back and was like, okay, let me show you what I did, because girl, I don't know how long play people do it, because girl, talking for like 3 hours is low-key tiring. Girl, I talked for 28 minutes so far. 30 minutes, and I'm like, girl, ooh. It's like, what should I talk about in the next video? I don't know. How are y'all if you're watching this? Yeah, the house is almost done. Oh yeah, I thought this was fun. I thought that first aid was funny. I thought like maybe like Ryan or something, like one of the people like left it there from like one of their like, you know, barbecue grill out or whatever, and they put it by the door. So then they're like, okay, like don't forget to give it to them next time. But then like I don't know, they just still haven't gotten it yet. And so yeah, like the lore for this one is like all pretty chill in this neighborhood. Like they're all like friendly and stuff and everything. Because they have a couple other like young adult girls here, like Aqua and Mackenzie, I think it is. Oh, I didn't even realize that clips to the wall. But yeah, I think here's where I cut and I came back and I'm like showing now. So yeah, this is the tour of the house now. I think I slowed down this footage a little bit. I changed some of the pictures, and I put like this like wine thing. I put some clutter over here. Yeah, I put some like clutter, and I changed out the game station. I put some like, you know, food and magazines and stuff. Oh yeah, I've changed that to be over there. I had some like aprons and I think some food. I don't know if that was already there. Oh yeah, I put like over there and there. And then I added more clutter into her room. I put some like different pictures on the wall. I put all the makeup on her thing. I filled up like her little I don't know, the entertainment system thing. Yeah, and then the bathroom. I don't know if I really changed much in there, but yeah, I think I just added like the clothes on the floor and everything. And then in here, I think I just filled up the like kind of filled up like her desk and everything, and her clothes and like everything with clutter. So yeah, I was like, this is the house though. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watched it all, yeah, this is the backyard. Yeah, and if you liked it, then give it a like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, bye everyone.